Hello YouTube fam, how y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. How you doing, Timsters? How you feeling? First of all, thank you for watching. Thank you for becoming part of the community, part of the channel, just leaving comments and doing what you do. So thank you. Have anybody out there panic bought? Uncle Tim, what you mean panic bought? You know, panic buy. You know, like you bought something because you were scared that if you don't buy it now, it won't be there later. You know, fam, I think a lot of us do that. And I think a lot of us have buyer's remorse afterwards. You know, sometimes you may buy an item like at the first time when He-Man, Masters of the Universe, Origins first came out, I bought Battle Cat. Bought them at like damn near full price. I'm talking about the original one. And when I bought him, he was like, I said, man, I maybe could flip them online if I don't want them. Then I looked around, there was so many Battle Cats out there that it was just a shame. So it was a spontaneous buy that I had buyer's remorse on. I had buyer's remorse on a lot of stuff. And fam, just to be honest, I'm gonna tell you, if you do not feel the purchase, don't do it. Even if you say, man, this is a hot item, everybody gonna want it. You know what? You gotta want it. Just buying something to be buying it is not a good idea, fam. I have done that many times. And, you know, afterwards, I felt the shame because, you know, sometimes, you know, stuff be on final sale. You can't get your money back. Or sometimes it's just hard to get your damn money back. And, you know, in all due honesty, some of this stuff is just not worth it. You know, so if you're going to panic buy, don't buy it all. Don't think about it. You know, I'm not saying don't do it because, you know, again, I'm guilty of that myself. I am guilty. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you might want to think your purchases through. Hold on to your receipt. You know, if you open them up, you don't like them, you could always take them back. You got like, what, 30 days? Fam, so with that being said, you got to think about a lot of this stuff. You got to make this stuff make sense for you. Because at the end of the day, it ain't about anybody else. It ain't about who likes what. You know, my shelving units in the back, I look at all the shelves, and I make sure I like them. It's not about what anybody else like. I got to look at that. And when you got to look at that, you got to make sure that you're doing what you do. Because, again, at the end of the day, it has to work for you. Fam, you know, sometimes we don't think it all the way through. But like I said, you'd be surprised at how much, you know, things matter after a while because you don't pay them no attention. You know, you don't think it through. You got a whole group of items that you do not like. You bought them because you were scared that if you didn't buy them, somebody else was. Now you got them sitting on the shelf and you don't feel nothing for them. And sometimes when you don't feel nothing for something, it's hard to sell it. And just being honest, sometimes some of this stuff is hard to sell. This is why I say buy what you like, buy what speaks to you, buy what you feel or that you have a connection with. That's a cool way to buy because you don't regret none of the pieces. When you just buy just to buy like it's a whole new wave that come out and you just buy the wave, you're going to regret it sooner or later. You'll be like, man, I bought like, you know, what's that, Endless Winter for DC? You know, they had an extra Jon Stewart in there, some other figures that I did not want. You know, and I was like, man, you know, it's like a repeat of other figures with the Jon Stewart from the Endless Winter. All he had was 2 swords. That was it. It was nothing different about the figure. You know, may had a little difference, but it was still the same figure to me. This is why I say make sure you feel these pieces. You want these pieces. Because at the end of the day, it's just stuff. And it'll just take up a whole lot of space. You know, this is how I think my stuff through. This is how I try to make my stuff work for me. Because at the end of the day, man, you want to make sure you're making good buys, good purchases. You know, because this stuff, at the end of the day, it works on you. It works on your pocket. Just imagine spending $120 on something that you really didn't want. You was just scared somebody else was going to buy it. You got a whole $120 worth of nothing. Because in some of this logic, you can't sell it because there's an overflow of this item. You thought this item was going to move fast. You know, I hurried up and picked up a couple of items that I thought, those TLC Funko Pops, I thought they were sell out and I thought they wouldn't be around. I thought I couldn't find them anywhere. Everywhere I go, I see those damn things. Fam, that's one thing that I think, they got a clearance out. It was just too many. It was an overflow. Then they tried to make it for Black History Month. I said, boy, y'all playing now. Y'all reaching now. But fam, this is why I say make sure you fill those pieces. It's not about, having the most stuff. It's about having quality over quantity. 1,000 pieces of stuff that you don't want is 1,000 pieces of stuff that sooner or later you just gonna get pissed off and just say, look, I'm done with this. Fam, this is why I choose my pieces carefully. Let me know how you choose your pieces. Let me know, how do you go about buying the figures that you buy? Because I am curious about how people pick up their figures and, what connections they have with them. What's the stories behind them? But to later, fam, thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every last one of you all. Peace out.